And we back. And we back. And we back. We're still undefeated. Let's see. All right, back at it, undefeated.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the great cities of the world, London, England. Coming up, another installment of the NFL International
It's a messy
Series,
one.
and it should be a great one, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars. All set for the first of 5 international games this season. The Falcons and Jags underway from London. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line. Hey, Ron!
Wow.
This is caught by Kirk.
You shouldn't even got that.
On the game's first play, and it's second down now. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence.
Where y'all going?
He'll drop this one off with ETN, and he'll get this up past the 25 before
Come
he's
on
out
now.
of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Lawrence. That's complete to Parker Washington. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Jaguars at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss.
Damn.
This might be something we see from them a lot
Looking
this
up
year.
good,
because
fam.
when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
They'll set up a screen for Bigsby. He's across midfield and finally marked down at the 42-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And as you're game planning as a staff, you go through all the different ways you can neutralize the other guy's pass rushers. Extra linemen, leave a tight end in, bring the running backs back in to block. Or you can do this, a little simple screen pass, and it works to perfection.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. They'll try the left side with ETN.
Oh, my God.
There he goes, left side. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game. And it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Richie Grant in on the tackle.
Not a big run, not an explosive run, but they've held the ball for plenty of plays on this drive. They're just trying to impose their will on the defense right now.
2nd and 7. Now Lawrence.
Oh.
And that is incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Lawrence will throw.
Good pick. Let's go.
Coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Richie Grant.
Ah.
Are going to get possession here.
There we go.
Force the opening drive turnover.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Ritter and the Falcons now with a 1st and 10 at the 34. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
There you go.
And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. Going play action, Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left
time,
no
dog.
option here but to throw it away. You look at this Jaguar defense. They are number 2 in the NFL against the run right now, Charles.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants them to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it.
That was beautiful.
Complete.
Yeah.
Falcon touchdown.
Hey, throw that up there.
His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. The point after through the raindrops up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
What y'all doing?
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return, the Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All right, what you about to do?
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
23 yards on the play. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
Go, let's go.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
That's pick.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's
Let's go.
Intercepted. And the Falcons are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Ultra. Go ultra. Ready?
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
But we certainly had a nice conversation with the defensive coordinator, didn't we? And what we heard, I like what we did, but we definitely need more pressure on the quarterback this week.
Ritter throwing on 3rd down.
Ah, you had him.
That is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
Good catch.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And taking it
perfect
across
defense.
midfield and just shy of the 40.
Come on, come on, come on. Damn, we called a play.
After 1, 7-0 on
on,
EA
man.
Sports.
Give it to me.
Second quarter now, Falcon football, as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready. Hey, check Mega. Cheetah. Cheetah. Check. Go.
Looking to throw it here. Ritter.
He didn't throw. That was bad. I should never do that. Should have threw it to the flat.
At their own 33. Well, CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On play action, Lawrence.
That's me.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Go steal.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson.
Come on, get out of that.
Darius Williams in there to make the tackle.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down. Ritter will set up to throw it.
Good defense.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Good defense.
Picked up by Foyesade Morgan.
Should have threw it up a little higher.
Take over possession here up at
Load
the
it up
44. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They go back to the air here after the INT on the left.
Oh, what hit? I read the whole thing.
Middle 3rd of the field.
Come on, man.
A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every
Damn.
time they threw
I about to say.
Let
me switch him out.
You should be above 60% just to be in the average
Whoa.
range.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
From the gun on third down, Lawrence.
Oh, it's beautiful. He can't read the defense.
For the fourth time today.
Oh, man. No. Almost fumbled it. It's crazy. We got to get this run game going.
This is returned just shy of midfield. And so the last 3 drives, you've got 2 interceptions and a fumble. I think we
And I switched that, by the way. I flipped that
question,
defense.
and we've seen the evidence, just what you talked about there. If they take care of the football,
Come on.
number one.
And now before
What they calling now?
Hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they.
What was overturned? What? How I get 4th and 4? The fuck is they talking about? I ain't never seen that in my life. That's crazy they played me like that.
4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's gonna
Wow. Never in my life. I don't know how I got 4th down.
He's going to have a Falcons first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. Ritter.
Woo! Yeah!
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10.
Let's go.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. Off the play fake, it's Ritter.
Oh my God, he ain't throw that right at all.
Wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him,
He's
got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Ritter now.
Oh my God,
And he's
like,
going to
damn.
be taken down.
It's my fault. I should have ran the ball.
18-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack, but he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football, had to eat it, and ended up on the ground.
Wide open. Can't play safety. Can't play safety.
Touchdown, Falcons. Van Jefferson.
Can't play safety.
Touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
I got to get like 300 yards passing with my. I knew he was going to miss that. I need to get like 300 passing yards with my quarterback. That's why I'm throwing it like that. Otherwise, I'll be running the ball.
Following the touchdown, here's
It's probably my best year, like as far as passing, because I do horrible in passing. Ooh, you got to give that up.
Just a little pass there. Call it to 26.
Give that up.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
Wow. Actually gave him that.
Travis Etienne, touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Etienne, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point from McManus is good. And it's now 13-7. after the touchdown. Cook now to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things like that.
Man, I was out of the pocket.
We tend to handle
Play
it pretty
collapse.
well. He's been right.
Come on, man.
We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Ritter.
There you go.
And complete to Drake London. Finding room in midfield.
Good play.
And takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Ritter's throw pulled in by Jefferson. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Let's see if Encino man can get open. Should.
On play action, here's Ritter. Eluding the pressure right.
Stand down.
On the right side by Robinson.
Damn.
And he is out of bounds.
Trying to get Encino man open. All right.
A lot of effort
Going
there
outside
for just
a lot.
3-yard
So
gain, and
I'm
now
trying to get
2nd
this post
down.
on the inside on the slot. Looks like it could be there. Let's see. Okay,
Back to throw, Ritter.
He ain't throw right.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of momentum. The other side is starting to gain.
Pass taken in.
Stand down.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
I just want to ball a little
yards
bit.
there in this methodical drive.
He got over 200 yards
You often
passing.
hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the 1st down.
What are you doing?
To the air again, it's Ritter.
I did not see him. I didn't even see him. I had to take that chance, though.
And that's another throw that could have been intercepted. Part of this, you credit the defense. They've been really stingy. But he's also made some really questionable throws, and that's another one right there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Ritter with it after the play fake.
I don't know why he's throwing it all crazy, man.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Ritter to throw it.
Damn, man. I don't know how he didn't get that through.
Tyson Campbell. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Partner, there's no other way you could describe it because that was absolutely just gut-wrenching for that offense. They were right on the precipice. Points were available. All they had to do was just fall forward, and they were going to put them up on the board. Instead, a long drive ends in heartbreak and a melancholy trip back to the drawing board. I like it when I go a little bit lyrical for you.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Lawrence.
Screen. Firing
quickly, but it's incomplete. So
Green,
another
solid.
incompletion there. He's hitting
Needed
on
that.
fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A give running right.
Nowhere.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Logan Cook now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. He'll take it a few steps in 50.
What? Oh, that was crazy.
42-yard punt.
That was a hell of a
Falcons are
dive,
set up
man.
well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
Damn.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Well, he certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Out of the gun, here's Ritter. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now Ritter to throw on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Sticking with a passing game. Here's Ritter again. Gonna let one fly for Robinson.
Had him.
He had a man open. He overshot
Crazy.
him. It's incomplete.
Oh, boy, tough conditions out there. I don't know if a defender slipped or what. But
Crazy,
man,
yeah.
wide open, and that's a bad one to miss on. They don't come a whole lot easier than that one right there.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Ritter back to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
Come on. Come on.
Here's Ritter.
Good catch.
Mr. Pitts, and he's got him. Touchdown, England. Kyle Pitts in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime.
There we go.
Extra point by
Comfortable
Coop,
lead.
up and good. And the lead now
I got that
stands
same
at
passing
13.
yards. I got to throw over 350, I think.
So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away.
Here y'all go.
Good return up past the 30. Past midfield. Jamal
That pursuit angle.
And finally he's out of bounds, but how about that return? All the way inside the 20 and into
Hell of
the
a
red
pursuit
zone.
angle.
So we have reached halftime now with the visiting Falcons out on top. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Goin. As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here.
Let's see if I get this man loose once more.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air, really all around, an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
Ritter fires quickly.
Damn, that's a face mask.
After a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Third and 4. Going play action. Ritter.
Good catch, because he's not throwing it right.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. Looking to throw once more. Here's Ritter.
Not throwing it right.
Pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Not throwing the ball right at all. Like, he's open, like right there in the slot. Like, throw the ball.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
On the ground with Bigsby to start the drive. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. They go play action now. Lawrence, he's going to launch it for Washington. And now here's another interception. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
3-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news.
I do that.
That they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow.
Now we on our 1.
Post here, 1st and 10.
Oh, that's a safety.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough.
Oh, that's crazy.
That football away.
I did not mean to do that.
The flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle.
That was like the
and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
And they've got it up past the 35, so pretty good starting field position. Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Flush to his right. His throw incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Washington. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That play disrupted and stopped for a loss by linebacker Troy Anderson. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Another tote for Etienne. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. They're going to hurry back to the line now. On 3rd down, Lawrence.
Good ball.
And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 29-yard line. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. Calais Campbell finding his way home for a sack.
The Falcons' pass rush was the second worst in the NFL last year with only 21 sacks. So what do? You go out and get a big man who knows how to get to the quarterback, as we just saw there. Calais Campbell in his 16th season remains one of the most respected players in the game.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown.
There you go.
Here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance.
I'll take it.
This is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
That's out wide here for Robinson.
Why he ain't go off field?
Get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really make big plays for an offense.
Trying to throw it up there to him.
Shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Boy, that ball is just hanging up there, waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Another throw coming up here for Ritter.
I'm playing this so bad tonight. Playing this so bad tonight.
Doesn't work out. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then tonight and see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
All right.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
A carry here for the big tight end.
What?
And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. On 3rd down, here's Bigsby. And he's got room down the right side.
Oh, man. This is... I'm playing this so bad tonight.
Bigsby, 46 yards.
So bad.
And the Jaguars are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Now the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Lawrence and the Jags offense staying out there. They'll go for 2 here. They'll try and throw for it. Shakes off the sack. Interesting call there. They went for 2 even after the penalty from the 7-yard line. It didn't pay off.
I think the first thought is to go ahead and kick the extra point, but you're not kicking it from the 7-yard line.
Yeah,
right?
you get pushed 5 back on the PAT as well.
Right, so they have to take it from the 15 to administer the penalty. So now you're kicking it around 40 yards. So I understand why they probably went for 2 there. They thought they had a better play and a better chance in that situation.
Falcons 1st and 10 here as Ritter gets them ready at their own 26. He'll get it to Robinson to begin the drive. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This 2nd and 4. Ritter off the play fake. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Cisco. And
throw the ball right.
Turn there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
But based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On play action, Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Understanding he's just down 1 possession, trying to make something happen by extending the play, but the coverage downfield was excellent. He escaped and bought some time, but that one goes incomplete.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 11. They run the option left with Lawrence, and he is going to lose yardage here. 1 score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence.
There we go.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going. And above all, ball secure. Don't turn it over.
From the 25, here's 2nd down in the yard. On play action, here's Ritter. And a dump off here to Robinson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for a 1st down for the Falcons. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. He ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him over the top.
Ritter cannot escape, and they bring him down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Josh Allen with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Here's a give to Bigsby. And this lines up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down, here's a run with Bigsby. Shoves him aside. Shreds him with a stiff arm.
This crazy,
right at the 25. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A handoff running left is Etienne. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Etienne. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. This is 3rd and goal. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Lawrence on the sneak.
Gave it to him, man.
Another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
Trevor Lawrence scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Jaguars have taken a 4th quarter lead. So now an extra point doesn't help much. They'll try to go for 2 to make the difference a field goal, and they can lead it by 3. Lawrence going to look to throw for it. And no, incomplete. They can't convert. So they tried to bump the lead up to a field goal. Instead, it stays at 1 here in the 4th.
Guess I got to make this a game, huh?
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. From his end zone, here comes Patterson.
That's not what I wanted him to do.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. This is 1st and 10.
Hey,
Now Ritter.
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Oh, it's incomplete.
It ain't no way.
Sights, but he could not reel it in.
Oh, man, late in a tight ball game, every play so critical, you feel like you've got to
keep
find a way
playing,
to come up
nigga.
with that football. That was put in a great spot, but it just didn't want to stick in his hands. That's a big letdown.
Fuck.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
Well, the elements, the crowd, the situation, this is NFL football at its best. Here's third down. Able to find Patterson. He's going to have the first down and then some. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Ritter. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Final minute, one timeout remaining. 1st and 10. Here's Ritter. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
They're not out of it yet, but in order to come back, they need to play clean football the rest of the way. He makes the correct read there, passing on challenging a blanket coverage and getting the first down with his legs instead.
Ritter wants to throw it. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like that there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this defense needing a stop here. Gotta have it. 3rd and 9. Again, it's Robinson. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Cool makes this one through the post. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing now, Lawrence. It got his man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
It was an ugly one, but we got it done.
The final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle.
Man, that was ugly.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because
Forcing passes,
we both
dog.
knew
Forcing passes.
that this had to go down to the last play,
trying
and
to get
neither
my
side was going to
money
exhale
right.
until that play concluded.
352. I think that's what I needed to do.
Before.
But I threw too many
maybe some poor
interceptions.
defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone.
It was a whack